So this is a screen print of our dashboard. This is really the catalyst that enables the property manager to truly glean the value out of the system. And this is available to them via PC or their iPad. Just to quickly highlight a few things, you'll have a header across. We have a header across the top of the screen to give the site name and the weather, current weather at the site, as well as on the far right-hand corner, the current time at the site, as well as the astronomical sunset and sunrise time. Then we have a alarm summary. Those three indicators across the top of the screen quickly give them important information about whether or not all systems are good to go, or whether or not there's something that they need to dig into. And these would be in addition to the text and email notification that I mentioned already. Below that, you see the site diagram. Many web-based lighting control systems don't provide an actual to-scale site graphic like this, and we believe that this was important for them to see as they make scheduling adjustments, as they override their lights, to see what's going on at the site. And you'll see each of the fixtures is labeled according to the group that that fixture belongs to. And that's important because when it comes to overriding their lights for maintenance purposes or whatnot, as well as scheduling their lights, over on the left-hand side under lighting controls, they make those decisions on a per-group basis. So if they choose to override the lights, they would use the light switch icon, and you'll see in this case that Group A has been overridden, which is indicated by the light bulb being lit up, the light switch being in the on position, and the actual graphic showing that the lights have been lit for all fixtures labeled A. And this would be the same for the other groups as well. If they want to change schedules, they would click on the calendar icon for that group, and there would be a drop-down menu that would give them a series of predefined schedules, be it dusk to dawn operation or a schedule with a night lighting mode where it would turn off from, say, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, or the ability to implement custom schedules. Down at the bottom, you'll have, stepping back for a sec, above the lighting control, you'll see the energy forecast section. This is what I mentioned where this percentage reduction and cost savings will update dynamically with their scheduling decisions. So that gives them the feedback they need to see how their decisions are impacting the performance of the site. And then at the bottom, you'll have a series of footer links that provide additional functionality. Next slide, please. I wanted to just share a few things in terms of how these projects get implemented. Beyond the technology and hardware, we really focused on refining the entire project lifecycle and how all the pieces fit together. As you can imagine, with the number of sites we have and the pieces that need to come together, both in terms of hardware and software and training, there's a lot of complexity there. We can break them down to 3 phases: design, installation, and operation. And I want to just highlight a couple of sub-bullets under each one of those. With design, we've really found that the site assessments, the quality of the site assessment greatly improves the rest of the project. And so we spend a half a day to a day, the electrical subcontractor, not only doing the survey that will provide the mapping of each fixture to its associated circuit, but also maintenance items and other things that we may find and want to be aware of. Then this information is reviewed with the property manager during an interview, and that information is taken, and those the circuits are regrouped accordingly during the installation phase so that we can maximize the opportunity for night lighting by trying to select those circuits that give us the ability to stage back on areas of the site where we are able to and leave lights on in other areas of the site that need to be left on, while trying to maintain some type of uniformity across the site. And then during the installation, we also found that the testing commissioning process is very important to eliminate any sort of malfunctions and operational issues. And then finally, we found in the operation stage that training is very important, and it can be a little overwhelming to property managers at first, and we found that a good training process is key to the success of the program. Next slide, please. Now for the good stuff. What type of savings and performance are we seeing from our project? There are two aspects of energy savings. One comes from tuning the dusk and dawn on-off times. We found that even 15 minutes on either end, turning them on a little later or turning them off a little sooner in the morning, can lead to pretty significant savings. 15 minutes on either side can lead to 4% annual savings. So that's the first component. The second is night lighting. And this can save anywhere from 15 to 30% based on the needs of the site, the security issues, ambient lighting conditions, whatnot. I tell the property managers to shoot for half the lights for half the night, and that would essentially give us 25% savings if we were able to achieve that. The graph here, this is based on actual measurements, but I do have a quick, I'm sorry, that's for the next slide. This is actual measurements from a system in the Bay Area of California. The darker plot in the background is the demand profile of the lighting system basically before it's been optimized, running from exactly sunset to sunrise without any night lighting. The lighter shade overlaid on top of that is the demand profile after the site's been optimized, where you'll see there's a sliver of savings in the evening and in the morning due to the offsets. And there's also a period of night where the light stages back, reduces demand for 4 to 6 hours during the night. And the area under these curves would essentially represent the associated consumption of each operation. Next slide, please. Here are the preliminary results of 7 of our projects. I have a quick correction to the note below. All but one of these sites is based on actual measurements. The 280 Metro site is based on calculations that are probably within a few percentage points of the actual measured performance. But just want to make that correction to the note below. So we're seeing an average of 26% savings, a range of about 20% to 32%. And I don't have dollar signs on this map, but this represents anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per site per year. And on some of our larger sites, actually, Mesa Riverview, the last site there, it actually represents much more than that. 2 things to note: it varies by sites, which we expect, but fortunately the deviation is relatively small. And so we really think that this 25% ballpark is a good number for us to expect. We'll have long-term build data results shortly and look forward to the possibility of sharing those at some point in the future. Next slide, please. So where are we going from here? We have the design in place, and we're getting the process pretty well nailed down after having installed 10 sites. We need to continue training our property managers and optimizing those sites. We have 40 more to complete before the end of this year. 7 are going in right now, with 30-some to follow very soon. We have over 100 sites budgeted so far for next year. And we're in the beginning stages of planning that rollout. We're also looking to continue to improve the program by driving down the cost and improving the feature set. We want to continue providing training and support to the property managers, as they are the catalysts for the success of this program for us. And we need to continue to monitor and optimize or continually commission, if you will, these sites to sustain long-term performance. And in addition to the property managers being the day-to-day operators, we do have systems in place where, from a corporate standpoint, we can report on key metrics and make sure that these long-term savings are being realized. Next slide, please. That's it for me, and I look forward to any questions at the end of our time together.